Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Queen Studio 1/6 scale Joker from the Dark Knight. We're going to outline the three different price points for the three different versions on offer. We're going to explain when this is actually due to go up for pre-order. We're going to have a look at some of the different photos, and obviously we have to talk about where you can actually get this from, because if you're like me and you're living in Ireland, a region that Queen Studio doesn't actually ship directly to, and also Sideshow don't deal with Queen Studio as far as I know, you're going to probably have to get this off a reseller. So that's basically what we're going to outline in this video. Let's get started. Okay, so this is one I'm really excited about because a big Batman fan, love the Dark Knight trilogy, particularly the Dark Knight, and I loved Heath Ledger's iconic performance as the Joker. And I don't think iconic is the wrong word to use here. I think it's the most appropriate word to use here, even though that word kind of tends to get thrown around. I do think his performance, whether you like it or not, was iconic. So there's three different versions of this. This is the Queen Studio InArt 6 scale figure. As far as I know, this is the first 1/6 scale figure that they have released in their new line that they're claiming is going to be like the next generation of 6 scale figures. There's three different versions. So the first version is a single pack, and it's basically a sculpted head sculpt or sculpted hair version. So you don't get the two, you just get one of them. You're basically looking at this one here. I will show photos later on, but this is basically what you get. You're going to get this purple coat version, sculpted hair. You get like a Glock, a knife, a machine gun, grenades, and then some like banknotes. I think you get a few cards as well. I'm not sure. I'll just have to check later on the video and swap out hands and stuff. So it's a single pack sculpted hair. That's $290. Now bear in mind that doesn't factor in shipping for your region or customs or import charges for your region, and then whatever profit margin that whoever you buy it off decides to take, because let's face it, these resellers are going to make their money somewhere, so it doesn't factor. This is the base price, so just bear that in mind. Do your own due diligence and research before you commit to getting one of these high-end, highly expensive figures. So the next thing is the 2-pack, and that's basically what you can see here, because as far as I can see here, these are two sculpted head sculpts and have sculpted hair, but it's a 2-pack. So you have two different versions, one with the coat on, one with the coat off, sitting down, so you can recreate that iconic scene where he's captured, and then the diorama base as well, and the bench and everything, right? So that then, the price point on that is, I think it's $590. Just want to double check there, they should be popping up there anyway. Yeah, it's $560 for that. And then finally, the next one then is a 2-pack as well. And again, I'll zoom in these photos later on, but it's the rooted hair version. So if you want to get the rooted hair version, you have to get a 2-pack, whereas the sculpted, you have the option to get the 2-pack or the single. And this is $940, so definitely not cheap. So this is the first one here. Now I just want to, full disclosure here, I kind of tend to gravitate towards sculpted hair. I think a lot of the time it's very hard to get rooted hair right. However, the rooted hair, as you'll see in these later photos, it does look very good, and I am tempted. This here now, this is kind of exactly what I wanted from Queen Studios. So this is obviously the sculpted hair version. So if you're getting the single pack for $290, you're going to get this. He has a knife there in its hand. You're going to get the Glock, the grenades to create that kind of pencil scene, I suppose. No pencil though. You're going to get the machine gun as well, and then some like banknotes. So for $290, I think that's a fair price, because I think this is the first 1/6 scale purple coat from this Dark Knight Joker that I've ever seen tailored correctly. The DX11, as good a figure as it is, I think it looks more like a bathrobe. It doesn't sit right. I actually had the first version of the Joker from the Dark Knight, not the bank robber, not the DX11, just the regular version like this. Just came with a knife, a few notes and some bank cards. And it was a good figure, but it was starting to look a bit dated, and these lapels never sat correctly. So I got rid of it, anticipating that the Hot Toys would do a 3.0 version, which I'm still waiting for. But this here, I'm very tempted by this. I am going to pick up one of these. I don't know which one yet. I don't know if I'm going to go, which 2-pack I'm going to get, or will I actually get this? I don't know. All of this looks great. I think the head sculpt looks fantastic. The tailoring looks fantastic. I mean, that's good enough innovation for me. The sculpted hair, I think the sculpted hair looks great as well. However, I'm just very aware that it is sculpted hair, and I'm not sure is that just the green paint here, or is it that I've seen the rooted hair and it just sits a bit better. But it's not enough for me. I'm literally splitting hairs, no pun intended. But this one here, this single one, $290, I think it's worth it. This could be one. I think it's better than any other sculpted hair we've seen so far. Anyway, let me know if you agree or disagree in the comment section down below. We'll flick through some more of these images. This is obviously the rooted hair version. If you flick back here, they both look amazing. I'm pretty sure everything is the same apart from the rooted hair. The faces look the same. The coat, I think everything exactly is the same apart from the rooted hair. But the difference is this one here looks like a photo of Heath Ledger, whereas this one here, everything apart from the hair takes you out of it a bit. Not enough for me to not get it. Definitely not. They're still fantastic, but that is very impressive as far as rooted hair goes. I think they've nailed it if it turns out exactly like this. So sculpted hair version, rooted hair version. As you can flick back and forth there, you can really see the difference between the two. I love this. If this is the only one, I've already got it, but now I haven't. Sorry, this doesn't go for pre-order till Monday. But I'm saying that, like, if I had the option and this was up for pre-order, this would already be ordered. But knowing that this is out there as well, I am tempted, to be honest, but I haven't made my decision yet. So again, I still think this looks very good, but there is a bit, if I had to be really critical, and it's the only thing I could criticize, it kind of looks like snakes coming out of his head. Okay? And again, like, I really like this, and I really like sculpted hair, and I know, like, there's only so much you can get from sculpted hair, and it wouldn't put me off getting it. I probably will end up getting this, whether it's the single pack version or the 2-pack version. But when you look at that, like, this is close to perfect, and this is perfect if it looks like that. They've just done such a great job on the rooted hair. But if you want the rooted hair, you have to get the 2-pack, and it's $940. So again, this is the sculpted hair from a different angle. It still looks fantastic. You know, it still looks fantastic. I think maybe if there's something about this though, that maybe they've gone a bit too green on this, which kind of highlights the fact that it's plastic. And I know it is plastic or whatever it's made from, but the paint apps could probably be a bit better here to make it look less plastic, if that makes sense. The rooted hair, look at that. If you showed that to someone going, oh, have you ever seen this movie? Heath Ledger, be like, oh, it's Joker. They wouldn't look twice. That looks it's creepy good. It is creepy good. Like, that is, if the likeness right, if the tailoring done so well, there's even like subtle hints of bits of makeup on the lapel of the purple coat. The makeup here and the scars looks good. The eyes, even like, I'm not sure if the eyes move. I'm not sure if that's just the way it is. I can't tell. He's kind of looking to the side there. It's hard to tell. I don't think it has a PERS system, but I also don't know. That's a nice touch there. Looks a cool photo. Ah, come on. This is... I'm not sure this is a figure. Like that looks... It just looks so good. Like, the attention to detail. Like, and Hot Toys, the Hot Toys quality is fantastic. Like, you know, they are the creme de la creme, but these guys are definitely going to give them a run for the money. I think there's a marginal difference, but like, the way I compare this, it's like you could have like, say if you think of the Olympics, the athletes that make the Olympics, they're not like twice as good as the ones that don't, who miss out. You're talking they're like milliseconds better, and that's why they make the Olympics and so many people don't. But it's not like the athletes in the Olympics, they're like so much better. They're just that fraction better a lot of the time than the people who just miss out on, like, say, their track time by fractions of a second. And I think this is what this is. Queen Studio are just a fraction of a second better. If I was to criticize another small bit, I don't know if I'm right on this. Does the waistcoat look a little short and then the legs look a little long? Or is that just me really splitting hairs there? Okay, again, not a game changer, or it's not a deal breaker, but maybe that's exactly where it's supposed to be. And I don't think I've ever really seen him stand up. I think in the movie, when he had the waistcoat off, he was being interrogated by Batman, or he was in the cell when he was clapping. Don't think we ever saw him standing up with this. I think he was always with the coat on, like that. Yeah, see, then when he sits down, yeah, so just scratch that. Just completely scratched that. So rooted hair looks great. Even like the paint and the kind of, is it makeup on the hands? And the hands as well, you'll see that hands are creepy. There's no joint at the wrist. It's up here, so you'll never see it, which is a bit of innovation as well. Nice touch with the socks, and the shoes are on point as well. All the texture here just looks great. Yeah, that even like that, if you didn't want... I'm not sure would I use the actual big diorama base. I think I would use the bench and sit him down if I was doing this. Maybe pose the DX19 behind him. Yeah, I like the way you can just take the bench out. I mightn't actually use all of this, to be honest. I think I would use the bench. I'm not sure, do I need the second one? All right, so accessories, you have the knife, the Glock, the machine gun, and you have the grenades, because there's one pose there with the grenades. Look, this is creepy. So I'll finish what I'm going to say there, and I'll speak about these creepy hands. So the pose with the grenades, when he's that scene with the pencil and they go to get him and he opens up his coat and he's like, so that's probably how I would pose it if I got it. These are creepy. I'm expecting these to get up and walk around like it from the Addams Family. Look at the attention to detail. So first of all, there is no wrist pegs or anything. So you're never going to see this because it'll be underneath the shirt. So that eliminates that. I don't know that these actually move and articulate. I doubt they would, but I don't know. I'd say they're fixed. But you've enough different hands there to do various different poses or grip guns or whatever. That looks super. Just looks super. The cards, you must get a few cards with it as well. I know you get cash. That's how I would pose mine, whether or not I got the rooted or sculpted. I don't know. I really don't know. I'll be honest with you. On Lael's stream last night, I was tempted to go, no, I'm going to get the 2-pack sculpted. Actually, no, sorry, that's not what I said. I still said I didn't know. I didn't know whether I would get the sculpted two. I was going to get the 2-pack sculpted or rooted, but not the single. Now I'm nearly thinking get the single and get the rooted 2-pack and hang on to them, because these are going to hold their value, I think, and then eventually sell some on. Like that there, like that's good enough for me. Even if you got the single pack, that's exactly how I'd like to pose the Joker. From time to time I'd have it like this, and the other time then I'd just have him holding that big machine gun from that street scene when the bat pod is coming at him. I'm really impressed by this. I think they've done a great job, and I hope it motivates Hot Toys to drop that Joker 3.0, because I'd like to see what they can do, what improvements they can make. Is it going to be like one of those hold my beer moments where maybe they do rooted hair and compete? Can they do better? I think competition is good, yes. Yeah. So then basically all the stuff that he comes with there, like, sorry, I'm just behind this, but I'll move myself. So swap out hands. This is the sculpted version. So I'm pretty sure the $290 gets you this. Swap out hands, knife, Glock, machine gun, grenades, a bunch of these different swap out hands for when he's wearing the shirt. This is without the gloves. Stacks of cash and cards. There's no crotch grabber here. Joao from 6 Scale Reviews pointed out that there's no crotch grabber here, and that the shoes were magnetic, so he actually stands on the base like that. I think that's a fantastic touch, and that's a bit of innovation there. So if you're talking about innovation, really, how is this different from a Hot Toys? Because Hot Toys standard, I'm not about to jump ship and just commit to Queen Studios. I'll get this one because I really, really like this character, but I have no interest in Lord of the Rings or the new Neo from the Matrix. But every now and then I'd say they will drop characters that I don't have a representation of in my collection, and I'll pick up one of these. So if $290, I think this is great value. And the innovation that I can see are these hands here, so there's no wrist pegs and you'll never see the elbow. The actual paint applications on the hands themselves with the makeup, and I'm not sure is it blood or the red makeup from the lips. The tailoring itself, everything about the tailoring I think is innovative because it's better fitted than a lot of what we've seen from other companies attempting this. The head sculpt is just on point, so I would say the paint applications in that are, you could say they're innovative as well. The guns and stuff like that, I think there's metal parts like that, which is nice. And I really like the fact there's no crotch grabber, and this is magnetic and clips in. So if you even go for the single version, $290, I think it's very, very good value. Like, I definitely consider it. And I think, yeah, so that's pretty much back to the start then. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm picking up some of them, and I've only like a day or two to decide because this goes on pre-order for Monday for 3 days. The next thing, I just want to fly through a few things. I'm just going to pop something up there, and I'm just going to read it out from my phone here. So we've been through the 3 different prices. So $290, the first price was $290. The twin pack sculpted was $560. The rooted head sculpt $940. Fine. It goes up for pre-order on Monday. So in terms of who's with, I've just been talking to other collectors, and what I've got so far, now look, I might be wrong on all this stuff, but who's actually going to stock it? So Sideshow, as far as I know, they don't stock Queen Studios pieces. Fine. Queen Studio don't ship to certain regions like Ireland. Grand. So I know these are just a few people. I'm not recommending any of these because there's only like one on this list I've actually bought from before. I'm just doing this for my own kind of sake because I want to see who's selling, for what price, and then what options do I have. So these people, as far as I know, I've been told that these different resellers are actually going to stock this product. Maybe one version or limited runs of all of them or something. So Pop Collectibles are apparently going to get some of these. 1/6 Kit are apparently going to get some of these. Spec Fiction, Toys Buying Agent, Lion Rocks Toys, and Toys Wonderland. Now I can tell you straight out, I do buy from Toys Wonderland, but I won't be buying this from Toys Wonderland because the figures I go after from Toys Wonderland tend to be figures that I'm looking for anyway, and then they're seriously dropping down the price, like the Iron Man Battle Damage Mark 85 or the Iron Patriot. They just like half priced them. The Shore Trooper. So the ones they've just dropped down the price significantly that I'm looking at anyway. But Toys Wonderland aren't going to drop the price down this because I think this is going to be a bit more limited run. As in, I'm not saying there's going to be like 1,000 of these made or something like that. I think they're basically a pre-order window for 3 days. So they're going to use that, I imagine, to gauge how much to make. So they mightn't be like super limited, but they'll probably be limited maybe a bit more than Hot Toys. So I'm not going to go with Toys Wonderland for this, but Toys Wonderland are stocking them. Toys Buying Agent, I think under 2 kilos is free shipping. You might want to fact check me on that. Free worldwide shipping with Lion Rock Toys. And then I think there's another one. Is it 1/6 Kit? Possibly there's free shipping as well. So yeah, look, I'm going to look for someone who does free shipping, and if there's any company that happens to, I don't know, mark down values or does something like that so you don't get stung for customs, I may go with them. But again, I wouldn't know anyone who does that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So yeah, look, in conclusion, I'm going to pick up one of these. I'm not sure if it's going to be the single sculpted, the twin pack sculpted, or the twin pack rooted. Or am I going to go with the single sculpted and get the twin pack rooted as well? I don't know. But I am getting one of these at the very least. I think this looks fantastic. I think that 290 single one with the sculpted, I think there's a lot of value in that. So look, if you want, I know this was a long enough video, but just this was one that I was really excited about. So look, if you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I want to know, do you like this? I want to know, do you think it's overpriced? I want to know if you like it, love it, hate it. I want to know if you think it's innovative. I want to know if you're getting one of these, two of these. Are you getting the rooted one? Are you getting the single one? Anything at all. Or who would you recommend that you'd buy from that you've had experience with before? Because again, I'm not recommending any of these ones that I've mentioned because I've only ever ordered from Toys Wonderland on that, and Sideshow aren't going to stock them. I'm looking for someone else who would provide this for me. Maybe if you get some free shipping or something like that would be great. So yeah, anyway, oh yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. And that's pretty much it. Catch you next one. Good luck.